Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Amani and I will be your yoga teacher today. Today we have a wonderful hips and hamstrings class. So we will be strengthening and lengthening our hips and our hamstrings. If you're super tight, I highly recommend grabbing some props, some blocks, and a big pillow or a bolster if you have that. And yeah, that's all you'll need for the class. If you'd like to listen to the playlist that I've created for this flow, you can go ahead and check the link that is down in the description box. If you don't use Spotify, you can use your own playlist as usual. Just something a little upbeat, little chill, just a yoga playlist. Maybe your favorite songs playlist. Anything will work. Anything that brings you comfort and joy will work perfectly fine. Once again, I am wearing outerwear leggings in the color plum. These are my favorites. And if you'd like to have a 10% discount, you can check the link that is also in the description box below to get that discount. With all that being said, let's get started. We are starting today's practice in a comfortable seated position. That could be anything that you consider comfortable. I'm just sitting with my legs crossed. If you'd like to sit on your knees, you can also do that. Or if you want to lay down, go ahead and do that as well. Just get nice and comfortable. And we'll just take a moment here to arrive and settle into today's practice, to let go of anything we have to do after this or anything we had before this, anything that was filling up your mind. I'm just coming to the present moment, connecting with your breath without changing anything, without forcing anything. Just noticing what your breath is like in the present moment. And then shifting your awareness to your mind, noticing your thoughts. Remembering that we are not our thoughts. Allowing yourself to be the observer. Imagining everything you have to do in a basket left at the door. Everything will still be there waiting for you once you're done with your practice. And then you're shifting your awareness to your body, noticing how it feels to be still, noticing where the points of contact connect with the floor, or where your hands connect with your knees, your clothes. Noticing any sounds, scents around you, temperature of the room, and the quality of the air. And then shifting your awareness back to your breath, taking a deeper inhale, and then maybe letting it out through the mouth. Nice cleansing breath. Two more. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale through the nose, and then exhale. Inhaling again through the nose, but this time when you exhale, you'll exhale through the nose. Deepening with each inhale and exhale. And trying to make the lengths of the inhales and the exhales the same. feeling the rise in your belly as you inhale, and then feeling it gently fall as you exhale through the nose. And taking that breath through the belly, the chest, and then exhaling it out, feeling the chest fall, then the belly. Taking it all the way up, belly, chest, collarbones, up to the top of your throat. And then exhaling it out, releasing collarbones, chest, and belly. Taking in 4 more deep breaths, just like that. Maybe sitting up a little bit taller with each inhale, lengthening, and exhaling, relaxing. 2 more times. And then on the last one, make it the deepest one you've taken so far. And exhale through the nose. Good. Coming back to your natural breath. And then taking an extra moment to maybe set an intention for today's practice. This could be a word, a phrase, an affirmation, anything that you feel like you would like to take with you on the mat and maybe even off the mat. It could be something like, I am strong. And then thinking of that affirmation, inhaling it deeply in through the nose, and then exhaling it out through the mouth. Good. Slowly opening up your eyes, you're shifting onto your hands and knees. And from here, you're bringing your knees as wide as the mat, big toes together, pushing the hips back, coming into your child's pose, bringing your chest all the way down to the mat, placing your head to the mat. Arms can be extended out in front of you, or you can bend the elbows, bringing the hands by the face. Or if you want a little tricep stretch, you can bring your elbows to the mat and then your hands above your head in prayer. Making sure to push your hips down towards your heels. We're here for 5 breaths. Breathing into the low back. Sinking the chest down. Two more breaths. Trying to release the hips. And last one, breathe into the belly. And release, slowly rising back up into your tabletop. Hands are under your shoulders. Hips are above your knees, and your knees are hip width apart. And from here, you're just going to take a couple of rounds of cat and cow. So inhale, drop the belly, relaxing it down, chest opens up. And then exhale, rounding through the spine. Initiate this movement from the tailbone. So even when you're going into your cow pose, tailbone goes down first, and then sending it through the chest, opening up. And then exhale, tailbone goes downwards, sending it up towards the chest, pushing, puffing up through the upper back. Good. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Taking a few more rounds. That's your own pace. Adding any movements you like. Maybe bumping the hips side to side. And then coming back to your neutral tabletop. And from here, we will circle the hips back and around. So you're Inhaling forward, exhale, send the hips back, kind of like child's pose. Inhale forward, exhale back. Good. Inhale forward, exhale back. Few times one way, and then reverse those circles. Beautiful job. Coming back through center. I chose the wrong outfit to wear today with this little hood. Keeps coming back up, so just ignore me if I adjust. So coming back to your stable tabletop, you're bringing your belly button in towards your spine. So you're nice and neutral here. And from here, you're lifting your right leg back, pushing the foot back, and then bringing it out to the side. So lifting through that foot, flexing the foot, tap the foot down, and then lift. Good. Tap it down, lift. Two more. Tap it down, lift. Tap it down, lift and squeeze, and then release. Place that foot on the ground. Whew. And then come on to the forearms. Feel that stretch of the inner thigh. Beautiful. Breathe here. And then come back up. Release that leg back, and then place your toes down to the mat, stretching the hamstrings in the back of the leg, the calf. Beautiful. And then bringing your leg back. This time you're lifting the leg, bending the knee, kind of like fire hydrants, but you're creating little circles. So you're moving one way and then reversing the circles the other way. Good. Extend that leg back. Take the toes off to the left. Look at your left toes and just feel that stretch. Try not to shift your hips to the side. Like try to keep them through center. Breathe. And then bring that leg back, placing it back to the mat. And then we're doing that on the other side. So extending that left leg straight back, and then flexing the toes, bringing that leg forward. You're lifting that left leg up as high as you can. Tap, up, tap, up. Two more. Tap, up. One more. Tap, hold, squeeze, and then drop that foot down to the ground. Come onto your forearms and breathe. Feel that stretch in the inner thigh. Maybe you want to walk forward, play around with the positioning to where you feel something. Good. Come back up onto the hands, bring that leg back, stretch it out, place the toes down, and then just stretch through the back of the calf and the hamstrings. Moving forward and back gently. And then from here, you're lifting the toes up, taking them off to the right, and then placing them down, looking at those right toes. Feeling that stretch in the side body. Beautiful. A few more breaths. And then bringing it back through center. Couple rounds of cat-cow or just some rotations. And from here, we're coming back through center, planting the hands, tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Good. You can keep your knees bent here. Your hips are up towards the sky. You're energetically pushing your heels down towards the mat. So just think, even if your heels don't touch, you're trying to just bring them down so you feel that stretch in the back of the legs and the hamstrings. Good. Push through the hands. Really spread the fingers, maybe gripping the mat with your fingertips to protect the wrists. Bringing that chest towards your thighs. And on your next inhale, generously bend the knees, walk or step to the top of the mat into a forward fold. Keep your knees bent. Grab opposite elbows, sway side to side. Release the neck. Release the spine. Beautiful job. Come back through center. Release the hands down to the mat. Tuck the chin. Slowly roll all the way up to standing, arms up overhead. And exhale, palms to chest. Good. Standing up nice and tall. Feet are hip width apart. Engage through the core, zipping the ribs in towards the hips. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Nice long spine, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step one foot back, then the other, plank pose. From here, shift the body forward over the wrists, drop the knees, squeeze the elbows in, lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, cobra, lifting the chest, looking straight down. Exhale, downward dog. Good. Inhale, generously bend the knees, walk to the top of the mat to your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step the left foot back into a low lunge, placing that knee to the mat and coming up whenever you're ready, arms up. Beautiful. Making sure your knee is over your ankle here and that you're not dropping through the belly. You're engaging through your core. And just feeling that stretch in the front of the left thigh. Inhale, and on an exhale, here's where you can use your blocks. Place your hands to the blocks or to the ground. Shift your hips back, half split, straightening that right leg. Toes are pointing up. Good. Breathe. And then inhale back up. Exhale, half split. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. One more time. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. And then meeting back in our low lunge. Arms are up. Inhale, and on an exhale, place both hands on the inside of that right foot, walking the right foot to the edge of the mat, lizard pose. Taking whatever variation suits you here. The foot can be flat, or you can come onto the edge of that right foot. If you want to come on to the forearms, if that's in your practice, you can. Or if you want to even tuck the toes, lift the knee for a little bit more, you can do that too. So just find what feels good for you. Breathe for a few more breaths. 2 more. One last one. And then placing that foot back down, walking it back to the center of the mat, and then stepping the back foot up to meet the right. So tucking the toes, step to your forward fold. Good. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And then step your right foot back this time for your low lunge. Placing your right knee to the mat, coming all the way up. Arms are up. Beautiful. Engage with the core, checking with your alignment. Knee is over your ankle. Breathing here for 2 more breaths. Feeling that stretch in the front of the right thigh this time. And then on your exhale, plant the palms. Shift the hips back, straighten through that left leg, toes up, half split. Holding. Breathing. And then coming back to your low lunge, arms up. And exhale, half split. Inhale, low lunge, arms up. Exhale, half split. One more time. Inhale, up. And then exhale, half split. Inhale, meeting back in our low lunge. And this time on an exhale, placing both hands on the inside of that left foot, walking the foot to the edge of the mat, coming to your variation of lizard pose. So finding whichever variation feels good for you. And that could definitely be something different than the other side. Breathing. A few more breaths here. Two more. Feeling the hips grow heavy. And then on your next inhale, placing the foot down, walking it back through center. And then you're tucking the back toes, stepping up to meet the left foot. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, chin to chest, rolling all the way up, arms up. Exhale, palms to chest. Good. Take a little break, take a little breather. And then feet as wide as your hips. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, this time sitting into chair pose. Good. So you're shifting your weight into your heels. You're really sending the glutes downwards and you're tucking your tailbone down. If you need to lift the toes to feel that engagement or even place a block between your knees, you can. And breathe. If this is too much for your arms, you can bring the palms to your chest. Place the toes down. Two more breaths. And then standing up. And this time, we're bringing the left foot to center. Lift that right ankle. Place it on top of the left thigh. And then sitting down into kind of like a standing pigeon pose. Good. Find your balance. Flex that foot. And then push that knee down. If you can, if it's in your practice, you can even fold forward over that right leg. Woo, feel it in the glutes. If not, that's okay. You can stay up. And then inhale, standing all the way up. Whew, release that right foot down. Shake it out. And then we'll do that on the other side. So right foot comes to center. Lift that left leg up. Place it on top of the right thigh. And then sit into your chair. Good. If you want to try folding forward, you can. You can also grab blocks here underneath your hands if that helps give you some height. You can even have them on the higher setting. Wherever you are, take one more breath. And exhale, coming out of it. Whew. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, chair pose. Just two breaths. And then exhale, forward fold. Good job. A little bit of a spicy hips and hamstrings today. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, plant the palms, plank pose. Shift forward. You can go full chaturanga or lower the knees. Elbows in, chest down. Inhale, cobra. And then exhale, downward dog. Again, you can pedal the feet here. Find stillness or movement. Bring the feet together. Lift that right leg up. Step it between the hands. Warrior one. Your back foot is at a 45-degree angle. And your front knee is bent right over your ankle. So bending it as much as you can. Pull that right hip crease back, making sure our hips are leveled. Good. Arms up when you're ready. Breathe. Remembering that engagement of the core, bringing that rib cage down to meet the hips. really pushing through that back edge of the left foot. Beautiful job. 2 more breaths. Finding a bend in that right knee and bringing the hands to the hips. Straighten that right leg, folding forward, pyramid pose. Really pulling that right hip crease back, feeling that stretch in the right hamstring. Beautiful. A few more breaths here. Nice long spine, looking straight down. And then plant the palms. You can step it back, take a vinyasa, or straight to your downward facing dog. Wherever you are, find some stillness for a few breaths, and then we'll repeat that on the other side. So whenever you're ready, bringing your feet together, lift that left leg up, step it between the hands, back foot, 45-degree angle, and then turning or bringing your left hip crease back, bending through that left leg. If you need to step that foot out to the side to give yourself more space, you can. Your feet don't have to be perfectly aligned. Good. Whenever you find your alignment, arms come up. Push through the edge of that back foot. Beautiful. Breathe. Maybe smile. Sinking a little deeper, strengthening through the hips. And then bringing the hands to the hips, straighten that left leg, pull that left hip crease back, diving forward, pyramid pose. Breathe. 2 more breaths. And then whatever you choose to do, plant the palms, step that left foot back. You can take a vinyasa or you can meet in downward facing dog. We're just taking 3 breaths here. And then we're slowly lowering the knees down, bringing the toes together, knees as wide as the mat, coming into your child's pose for 4 deep breaths. After your 4th breath, shifting forward and then dropping the hips down, kind of like you're in a seal pose, just stretching through the abdomen, relaxing your glutes, letting your hips drop, letting them grow heavy, feeling that stretch in the belly. Relax the shoulders. And then coming all the way back up, swing those legs around. We'll take 1 seated forward fold. Legs are out in front of you. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Your hands will fall wherever. Release the neck. Breathing here. Feeling that stretch in the low back and the hamstrings. And then slowly coming back up, lying all the way down onto your back. Dropping your knees side to side a few times. And then bringing both knees in to your chest, rocking side to side, circling the knees. And we'll end today's practice with a happy baby. So bringing your knees wide apart, flexing the feet and bringing them towards the ceiling. You can interlace your index and middle finger on your big toe or grab the outsides of your feet, making sure to push up towards the ceiling and pull your feet down. If this is not working, you can always grab the backs of your thighs as well, making sure to flex the feet. Just find whatever feels good. We're going to just hold this for 5 breaths at your own pace, bringing your tailbone towards the mat. Relax your shoulders. Two more. One more. Maybe find some movement, rock side to side, straighten one leg, then the other, or both at the same time. Find a little playfulness here. Release the legs to the chest, squeeze them in, then drop both knees to the right, taking your twist, looking past your left shoulder here. Release through the low back. Allow for the legs to grow heavy. And then bring them back through center. And then drop both knees off to the left, looking past your right shoulder. And then come back through center. And if you want to practice your Shavasana in a more opening posture, you can practice reclined bound angle. If you have a big pillow or bolster, you can place that behind your low back and under your head, and that could elevate the chest a little for a chest opening. Just dropping the knees to the side if that's what you wish to do. If not, you can extend your legs straight down, or you can bring your feet to the mat with your knees internally rotated, whatever feels good for you. Find that. Placing your hands on your belly or placing them down on the ground. Palms down for grounding, palms up for receiving. Allowing your breath to return to its natural rhythm, not forcing anything. Allowing for your whole body to melt into the mat. Soaking up today's practice. And again, remembering that you are the observer of your thoughts and you are not your thoughts. Relaxing your entire body from your head all the way down to your toes. If you get distracted, you can think back to your intention, repeating it with each inhale and exhale. Or you can count your breath. You have another 3 minutes in your silent Shavasana. I will guide you back once it's time. Slowly start to bring your awareness back into the space, back to your body, deepening your inhales and exhales. If you're in a bound angle, maybe using your hands to push your knees back together. Or if your legs are extended, maybe taking a full body stretch, dropping your knees side to side, finding some movement wherever you are, circling the wrists, circling the ankles, maybe turning the head side to side. And then whenever you're ready, turning on to your favorite side and lying there just for a moment. And then nice and slow without any rush, keeping your eyes closed, pushing yourself all the way back up into a comfortable seated position on your mat, sitting up nice and tall. Bringing the palms together, rubbing them to create some warmth between the palms. And then placing them over your eyes for your last chance for time to yourself. Massaging your temples, your ears, your neck, and your shoulders, showing yourself a little bit of love. Meeting again with your palms at your chest, we will seal today's practice with 3 cleansing breaths together. We'll inhale, our arms will come up overhead, and then we'll exhale, our palms will come down back at our chest. And when we exhale, we'll exhale through our mouths. So whenever you're ready, we'll release all the air out to prepare. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. Exhale. Thank you so much for joining this practice, for choosing me to share my energy with you. The light in me honors and recognizes the light in each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you liked this video, please subscribe, like, share, comment, all those good things. And I will hopefully